Alchemy in Motion, Episode 2, Reclaiming the Pieces, Healing the Disconnected Self. Welcome back to Alchemy in Motion, the podcast where we transform trauma into power, pain into purpose, and reconnect with the divine truth of who we are. I'm your host, Treviann, and I'm honored you're here with me today for another soul deep conversation. Last week, we explored self-awareness is power and self-awareness as power. We cracked open the first door in the house of transformation, and that door leads to you, the true you, the self beneath all the roles, the labels, the projections. And once you begin to see yourself clearly, the next step is this: healing the pieces of you that you've forgotten, suppressed, or abandoned. Because self-awareness without healing is like waking up in a broken home and pretending you're not hurt. Let's change that today. There was a time in my life when I felt deeply disconnected. I was still showing up for others, still functioning, still smiling, but I didn't feel like myself anymore. I had abandoned myself, my inner child, my gut feeling, my intuition, the little girl who once loved to dance barefoot, who believed in magic, who dreamed freely. Somewhere between grief, responsibilities, and betrayal, I left all of that aspect of me behind. It wasn't until I started waking up every day with this emptiness in my chest, like something sacred was missing, that I realized I wasn't whole. I was functioning from survival, not from soul. Why do we disconnect? We all do it. At some point, we disconnect from our emotions, our truth, our bodies, even our dreams. And here's why. Childhood trauma teaches us to shut down to feel safe. Societal conditioning tells us who we should be. Burnout and survival mode makes us numb just to get through the day. Emotional repression convinces us we're too much if we express what we feel. But here's the truth. You were never too much. You were too real for a world that wasn't ready. And now it's time. Time to call all those pieces back home. Healing practices to reconnect. If you're feeling fragmented or you've lost parts of yourself, here's where to start. Inner child journaling. Ask, what did I need that I didn't receive? And what would I say to my younger self right now? Mirror work and affirmations. Look yourself in the eyes in the mornings and say, you are safe. You are seen. I love you. Talk to your inner critic. Notice when that voice shows up and introduce your higher self instead. You get to rewrite the narrative. Feel your emotions fully. Don't bypass them. Let them rise. Your emotions are messengers, not the enemy. How can you learn from them? How can you process them and place them correctly where they should be? That's how you grow emotional mastery. Here are a few journal prompts just to reflect. What parts of myself have I silenced just to survive? What emotions do I avoid and why? How can I create space to welcome every part of me? What makes me truly feel whole? The affirmation for this week: I welcome all parts of me home. I'm whole even in my healing. Say it, breathe it, and believe it. I will end with this quote: wholeness is not achieved by cutting off a part of the self, but through integration, by Carl Jung. You don't have to reject who you've been to become who you are. You just have to gather the pieces and love them back to wholeness. How can you begin to do just that? Starting today. Reclaiming every aspect of yourself and healing every aspect of yourself, honoring every aspect of yourself. If this episode has moved something within you, like, share, subscribe. I invite you to keep going. Purchase my book, Alchemy, Transform Your Trauma and Challenges into Golden Opportunities. It's more than a book. It's a guide back to yourself. A deep shadow work healing workbook that will help you and assist you on your journey. You can also join our healing portal at alchemicmastery.com, where we are building a sacred space for support, growth, and soul deep transformation. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts if you feel led. You can even leave feedback and let us know what topics you would like for us to go through so we can reach more hearts to share and help us to grow. I'm proud of you for choosing healing even when it's hard. Keep doing the work. Keep remembering who you are, and know you are never alone on this journey. Till next time, stay soft, stay powerful, and keep reclaiming the pieces of you. I love you.